Hello and happy Thursday. Today we have another walkthrough video for you. It's Thursday and we'll see the difficulty really ramps up. We start in the top left. You can see that one across and one down are a little longer than we've seen Monday to Wednesday. To get a foothold in this corner, I'll be going to the 3-letter clues first. We kick things off, you'll see why that's funny later, with 20 across, ma, as in mahjong. What does the judge hear in court? A plea. Plea wasn't something I simply plucked out of thin air. One down read rigorous training courses, and I was already expecting boot camps. You'll notice I have some trouble with the rebus function here. A rebus is when more than one letter goes into a single square. It's a gimmick to look out for in the second half of the week. The key to handling a rebus is to be confident in your answer. There's really no better answer for one down. Now that we have boot in the top left square, we can fill in one across, bootlegs. It turns out pirates was being used as a verb in that clue. 4 down GRE gave us the R for Cairo. We move from a fairly ridiculous 2 down to a very clever 28 across. Rearrange the words of that clue and it becomes a lot easier. Metaphorically speaking, a subway commuter is a sardine. Where to go next? A 3-letter clue can get us started in a new area. Luckily, this one was factual, so we could fill in Zac Efron. Zac gave us ad hoc, but there weren't any revelations in the middle of the puzzle just yet. There were a few seconds of scrambling here before I found foe at 9 down. 15 across is chew as in choo-choo, which is a cute clue. For 6 across, we need to channel our inner valley girl. As if. 18 across, point for Poseidon, is time. The guy does carry around a big fork. 6 down is one of my best gets of the day. The middle here fills in smoothly with hangnail and hogwash. Hangnail reminds me of family tweeze and toenail, which we saw on Tuesday. At this point, I had enough to go after 35 across. Not only would this long answer open up large portions of the grid, but it would also explain today's theme. The theme today could be rebus squares with different kinds of shoes. Although I wasn't totally sure about 38 across, I went for A.A. Milne. The creator of Winnie the Pooh seemed like a good fit for young in the title. 30 down may be 10 letters long, but it's not too difficult. It really is the only answer that fits the clue. The clue for 27 down sounds very zen, in which nothing is everything. Nihilism fits the bill. You'll notice that I'm stuck for almost 30 seconds here. When you get stuck, it's a good idea to look for any 3-letter answers you might have missed. Also, you might want to turn your attention to the clues and not just stare at an empty grid. Eventually, I got back on track with 41 across mineral. Adding tet below it really helped unlock the bottom right. Tête, the French word for head, is definitely one to add to the lexicon. While we're in a lull in the action, I'd like to take the opportunity to ask you what sorts of videos you'd like to see on this channel. Please comment below with any suggestions. Now's a good time to remind ourselves of the theme for this puzzle. We're looking for rebus squares in the corners of the grid. For 62 across, I thought bunker need might be sandbag. 44 down is what gave me wedge, as in lemon wedge and sand wedge. 56 down was aura, as in Rita Ora. She's achieved great popularity in the crossword. The fill at 6 o'clock went smoothly. No rebus squares here. A do is very common in crosswords, as are childish retorts like is not, are to, and so forth. The strategy to fill in the rest is to look for 3-letter answers. I get one at 34 across, although 39 across still eludes me. I know that 10 across will end in a rebus square. For that reason, I stay away, and I look for traction at 16 and 19. Leif Erikson and Irma Bombeck, 2 crossword standbys, help us fill in the top right. Glens is a word for vales or valleys, and Nessie going across is the nickname for the Loch Ness Monster. Okay, now we're in the last minute. We have to crack the rebus square in the top right before we can finish this area. A refilling site, 10 across, will have to start with gas. Therefore, the only connect goes gas pump, pump fakes. As we go to the bottom left, I start brainstorming types of shoes. A short type of shoe is a flat, and flat works for 60 across. I fill in 57 and 53 here. 57 is a bit of trivia, 53 a fill in the blank. I completed the last rebus answer of the day, falls flat. Then I got animal, which was prompted by mineral at 41 across. It turns out I should have stuck to my guns at 39 across. My gut feeling was fop, and I should have gone with that. Anyway, we got there eventually. Thanks for watching, and please hit subscribe.